Hey guys, I wanted to do a video real quick on, I say real quick, it's going to take a little longer than just a second, on a motor swap I'm doing on an FP45 locomotive. The motor that was in it was junk. I could not get the motor to continue to pick up. I think the springs are burnt in it, so it's not pushing the brushes into the commutator like they're supposed to, because I've completely cleaned it up and can't get anything out of it. So what I did was I got online and I ordered 5, and I'll get out one because I've already installed the one I put on. But I ordered 5 of these motors. They're called piko motors. And they came from China, so they took a little bit to get here. But this is what the motor looks like. And if you look, if I lay these side by side and end by end the way they're supposed to be here, you can see one is definitely longer than the other. So I'm going to have to do some finagling here to get this one to work right. But my goal is to get it to run and run well. Not necessarily looking at what's going on inside when you take it apart. It's not going to be the prettiest thing in the world, but I was able to get some little brass tabs that I had off another motor and clip them off and add to these. If you look here, it's just got them little bitty tabs, so I was able to solder to those so I had more room, and then attach the wires here, the one that ran up to here, and then the ones that ran over here. I just tied that one in here. I put an extension on it because I didn't have enough wire. I didn't feel to get it here safely and not burn that plastic that's on the end of the motor. I did shave down the shafts. If you look at this one, I shaved these shafts down with a grinder. I just ground them down and then smoothed them out so that the drive lines would fit a little better. And you can see it's still sitting in here loose. I'm going to glue it down here in a minute and I'll show you how well it runs. I'm also going to take these trucks off and switch them for these. This is a dummy unit. So I'm going to put these trucks on this other engine, and then I'm going to put this cover on it too. So I'm pretty excited about how this is turning out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue down the motor, and then we're going to take it to the track and see just how good it does. I did solder here. I had to solder here, and I had to solder on this side too. But it all ended up coming out semi-decent for me being a beginner doing soldering. So bear with me a moment. I'm going to get that engine glued down, and then we're going to go take it to the track and see how it does. Well, I put it all back together, and it worked amazing, except it had a little bit of a hang-up when I was running up and down the track. And what happened was, and this is something you guys could learn to check too, is when you take this plastic truck off, in there you can see the gears in the gearbox. One of the axles was flipped backwards, so the gears weren't meshing, so it was just free rolling in there, so it wasn't pulling very well. So I switched that around, put the gray trucks on it, and took the black ones off. The only thing that's still the same is the fuel tank here and the handrails on the front and rear that don't match right now. But I put this top on it because it was in better shape than the other one, and I'm going to show you guys just how good it runs now that it's got that new motor in it. I wanted it to be quiet there just for a second. I wanted you to see just how quiet it is. I was really impressed with it. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please like. And if you have any questions, comment. I'll be happy to help you best I can. And these are the motors that I bought from eBay.